Hello, my beautiful souls. I'm Catherine. Welcome to the Butterfly Path. This is a message meant to meet you today. Let's welcome what wants to come through, and you will uncover the true meaning. Sometimes, life feels heavy, like you are walking through days that do not quite fit anymore. You might be tired of trying to hold everything together, pretending you are okay when something inside is asking for change. It's not about giving up. It's about realizing that holding on has started to cost too much. That's where this spread begins, in the space between discomfort and clarity. When you start seeing the truth, even if it's messy, something inside starts to shift. You don't need every answer right now. You just need honesty, the kind that leads you out of the fog. At the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups speaks about emotional honesty, the moment when you know deep down that something isn't working anymore. It could be a relationship, a habit, a dream you have been chasing out of old loyalty. This isn't about failure. It's about you recognizing that what once felt right now feels empty. I believe there is strength in walking away, especially when part of you still wants to stay. This card shows emotional maturity, choosing truth over comfort. It's the hard kind of growth, the kind where you leave behind what no longer feeds your soul. You may not know exactly where you're going, but you know this: staying stuck isn't peace. Sometimes the real courage is in the living, not the fighting. Then things start to move quickly for you. The Eight of Wands is all about momentum, fast shifts, and energy finally breaking loose after feeling trapped. You might notice sudden clarity, messages coming through, or opportunities you didn't expect. It can feel overwhelming, like you can't quite catch your breath, but this card reminds you that not all chaos is bad. Sometimes life speeds up because you're finally aligned with movement again. You've been stuck, and now everything's catching up. The key here is focus. Move with intention. Don't rush, but don't resist either. You can't control every detail, but you can decide how you show up in the middle of change. The Page of Cups, I feel, softens the energy. After so much release and motion, this card brings emotional openness back into play. It's like finding a small piece of hope again, or a new way of seeing love, creativity, or connection. The Page of Cups is gentle, curious, intuitive, and willing to try again even after disappointment. You may feel pulled towards something that stirs your emotions, a conversation, an idea, a feeling that feels real. This is your heart testing the waters again. It's not naive, it's healing. The Page of Cups asks you to pay attention to what genuinely moves you now. Don't overthink it, just notice. The next step doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be true. The Emperor, I feel, shifts the tone again. This is about structure, boundaries, and stability. After all that emotional flow, you are being called to take ownership. The Emperor is the part of you that says, I decide what happens next. Maybe it's time to organize your goals, to rebuild something practical after all the emotional work. It's about self-discipline, not control for control's sake, but a grounded sense of authority over your own life. If things have felt scattered, This card helps you find your footing. It asks, what does safety look like for you now? Not what it used to mean. Build from that place. A sense that with the Emperor's energy, you can turn your dreams, your creativity and ideas into reality. The Eight of Swords brings up the mental side of this story. The overthinking, the fear, the feeling that no matter what you do, you're stuck. This card shows that most of the limits around you aren't actually locked. They're built from old beliefs and self-doubt. You might feel trapped, but the truth is, the door has been open the whole time. It is just that fear convinces you it's not. This is the moment to question your own thoughts and feelings, to ask, is this actually true, or is it just familiar? Freedom here starts in the mind. The only way out is through awareness, one clear thought at a time. I know this isn't an easy thing to do, but you can do it. And we have the hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. The hammock card comes in as a breather, a reminder that rest isn't laziness, it's part of the process. You've been through a lot emotionally and mentally, and your system needs time to settle. This can mean actual rest or just stepping back from constant problem solving. It's permission to stop pushing. Clarity often shows up when you stop chasing it. Give yourself space to breathe, even if it's just small pauses in your day. Sometimes, stepping away for a while is what allows everything to fall into place naturally. Axe. Forces working against you. I feel the energy of the axe shows the challenges or resistance that's been surrounding you. The people, habits, or even thoughts that keep cutting into your progress. It can feel like everything is working against you, but this card asks for a closer look. Are these forces truly external, or some of them internal? Your own self-criticism, your need for control. The axe cuts deep, but sometimes that's what's needed to separate what's real from what's false. It's not about fighting back. It's about stopping the energy leaks. You don't have to battle everything. Just stop giving your energy to what's already proven it doesn't grow you. The leg. Stepping into a new experience. The leg is simple but powerful. It's about action, real, tangible steps forward, and it is deeply connected with the Eight of Wands. You've done a lot of thinking, healing, reflecting. Now, something new wants to begin. It might not be dramatic. Maybe it's a new mindset, a small risk, or saying yes when you usually say no. This card shows movement into new territory, not because everything's fixed, but because you are ready to live differently. It's okay to be unsure. Every new experience feels uncomfortable at first. The important thing is that you are not repeating the same cycle. You are learning through doing, not just thinking. And we have the clouds, temporary problems. The clouds remind you that not every problem means you're going backward. Sometimes, life just feels unclear for a while. You lose direction, motivation, or certainty. But this card reminds us that those feelings don't last. It's temporary. The worst thing you can do when things get cloudy is assume it will always be that way. Let things be unsettled for a bit. You're still moving forward, even when you can't see where it's leading. The fog always lifts. when you stop trying to control the weather. 10th. Maintenance, encouragement, guidance. 10th brings things back to care. Not dramatic healing, just consistent attention. This is about the everyday things that keep you balanced. Routines, habits, self-respect. You don't have to reinvent yourself. You just need to maintain what's working and adjust what isn't. Growth happens when you attend to yourself the same way you would care for something fragile, patiently, without judgment. This is the reminder to keep showing up for yourself. The small, steady things you do are what hold your transformation together. You can seek guidance if you need it, and you can also start owning your courage and inner power. And finally, we have the white turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you. The white turkey speaks about grounded healing. It's the realization that real change starts with how you live, not what you say. When you become more balanced, more self-aware, that naturally shifts the energy around you. You do not need to fix everything. Just live in alignment with what feels real and healthy for you. This card suggests that your influence extends further than you think. By choosing awareness and responsibility, you are already creating quiet impact. The world responds to that kind of grounded presence. I feel you are now entering a stage where you can heal yourself, and at the same time, you know you have a lot to give to the world as well. This reading moves from release to self-awareness, from confusion to stability. You have walked away from what no longer fits. Learned to handle momentum, faced your own thoughts, and found new rhythm. The main message for you here, I feel, is consistency. Real growth does not happen in one big moment. It's the daily work of staying aware. Rest when you need to. Act when you are ready. And trust that you are already in motion. That's what I have for you today, my beautiful souls. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Until next time.